What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And it is Kaddex Dex swap time. We're going to check out the action and see what has transpired with some of our favorite KDX swap site projects on the Kadena Blockchain. So starting off with KDA, of course, sitting at $1.59. I'm going to jump over to TradingView and pull up the KDA chart so I can get the super details on KDA and FLUX just to get a good idea before we jump back into the Kaddex site. So looking here on the 4-hour chart, let's scrunch some of this in so we can get a nice little picture of what is happening. It looks like we're really flirting around with the red dashed line, and we know that's the line of demarcation before we drop down to lower levels, which I think is eventually going to happen. We're probably not going to make it through the month of September without maybe trending towards the $1 area. In fact, you can't even really see it on this chart. I'm going to jump to the 1 week and see if there's enough data on here where we can even see what some of these lower volume nodes are. Let's scrunch this down. No, there really isn't much data there to go by. So I don't know if this chart is going to do any good, but you can just see overall that there's a complete cycle that has taken place. We got the accumulation, the consolidation, the parabolic markup phase, and then the distribution phase. And I think we're still in distribution. We have not finished this yet. The bottom of the one node that we can see here is at 47 cents. Not saying that'll happen, but it's possible. If Bitcoin takes a major dump, and we know that in the past, September is not a good month, and usually the third, fourth week of September is a bloody time period. It's usually a bloodbath. So if you are looking to grab some of these other tokens, now might be a good time to do it and leverage yourself and then get back to the point where you swap that back in for KDA tokens at a lower price. And by the way, that is not financial advice. Okay, this is entertainment purposes only. All right, enough of the KDX, the KDA chart. Let's jump back over to the FLUX chart. And we can also see on the FLUX 1 week chart that this is a very bearish position. FLUX has been jamming and has done a great job throughout the bear market, but here's our accumulation, consolidation, the parabolic pump with a double top, and just hideous distribution. And these are nothing but bear market rallies. This one and this one. There's two bear market rallies, and we're probably going to go back down to test the black dash line. The purple and the red is down here at the bottom. And so that red dash line is taking us to this volume node, which is near 48 cents, about the same as Kadena. But then we've got this huge node down below at 21 cents. I don't think it'll go that low. I hope not. But, you know, you just got to look at this in terms of probability. Highest probability is that we return to the black dash line at 72 cents. And very close to that would be the purple, because this is within this year. All right. We've already been back down here, and we've already touched down on the red dash line. As a matter of fact, I would probably tell you that, okay, it is very probable that we come back down to the red dash line because we're about to cross over on this stochastic. And then the MACD looks like we're not going to get much of a peak here on this current run. This is definitely confirmation of a bear market rally. All right, enough of that. Let's jump back over to the KDX Dex. And what I'm doing right now is collecting these tokens while they're at rock bottom prices. And then once they surge, my strategy is to sell them and go back into Kadena, okay? And so I have yet to buy my KDX tokens back. We're sitting at a nice little price here of 9.5, but let's check out the line graph and the candles. There is, by the way, a nice site here that is on Live Coin Watch that's got a very nice line graph. Let's talk about this for a second, because we see the leveling down after the peak point where KDX jumped up to 20 cents. And then we had our correction and the next surge which brought us down to roughly 17, 18 cents, then a correction, and then we have our next surge back up that was at about 12 cents, and then we level down again. The next one is, just above 10 cents, 11 cents, and now we're sitting here at the last one at 10 cents. So this is just absolutely clearly correction time. And so, as I said in the last video, whoever thought that this was just going to run straight to the moon and not correct, I don't know what you're smoking, but you need to share it with everybody else. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I need to stop playing. Let's go back to our Kaddex DEX chart and look at the candles. So let's jump this over to the candle chart, and we can clearly see these levels leveling down, and we've got a nice plateau here. So we're probably going to come back to the next level, previous support resistance zone, which if I had to draw a line here, I'm going to take it from here to here. This is the zone where I'll start to accumulate. And then if we fail that zone, we've got the rock bottom basement level that was down here after coming out of the box, I think somewhere in the 4 cents level. I would love to be able to pick up Kaddex at 4 cents, and I'll probably get the chance to doing that. Now, you might agree or disagree. Post in the comments if you think that Kaddex will correct and return all the way back down to that base level of 4 cents. Now, let's move to the next one that is in my sights, and that is miners of Kadena. Someone post, please, are you interested in this project? What do you think about this project? I've got some. No, I don't. I haven't bought this one yet, but we can see that there are some previous support resistance levels that we can kind of keep our eyes on. And I would say that the box that I'm looking at, we're in it right now. So I'm ready to go ahead and just buy a few of these and wait for the next pop up and probably swing trade it from week to week and see if I can double that bag. So we're looking good there, but I would like to know your opinion of this as a project, because you get on Reddit and some people say it's a scam, and then other people say that it's a great project. And I would also like to know if anyone out there is mining Kadena and what the miner requirements and electrical demand that it would need, because I don't know much about it. I haven't looked into it. Now, we've got KDS at 2.6 cents, which is kind of on a run. I'm going to have to put this on the radar and wait for this to correct. And if we can come back down, let me get a zone here. I think I'll start jumping in once we get into this zone. I can't get a price on that with drawing mode on, but let's see if we can get a candle range here. It's about 1.5 cents. If we can drop below 1.5, I'm ready to start to accumulate. And at a lower level, where's the lower level here? That is at 1.2 cents. So between that range, I'm going to roll the dice and see what I can do with it. Let's move on to the next one. And that would be the one I am currently holding a bag of. And that is none other than BKA, Back Alley. I love the idea of this project. And again, you get on Reddit and you can see a whole variety of comments and opinions about this as a project. But when we jump to our candles, we see that it had kind of a nice little bounce here where this candle ran all the way to 1.65 cents and the low was not 1.65, 0.00165, and the low was just under 0.001. So you had about, 50-60% gain there. I missed that pump, but that was not a big enough one for me to sell. I'm looking for it to double before I get rid of the bag and come back to buy back again low. So hopefully we can see some volume action develop on the back alley. And guys, I'm only playing with small amounts of money. We're talking 10, 20 bucks at a time, and just getting practice using the DEX site because it's cheap. A swap only costs you 1 cent, 2 cents. So we're not losing much. We're not risking much. But I do want to leverage myself to create money to put back into our main project. So now KISHK, we got good volume, and let's pull the candles up here. I'm looking for it to confirm the downtrend, much in the same way that we see with the KDX token. So right now, we just got our first rebound rally. I want it to come back down here. Let me give you a box, and I'll show you where my strike zone is for KISHK. It's going to be from here roughly to here. I think this is our base and support level. Let's get a price on that. This candle is going to give us the full range. It's going to be between 1.65 cents. Wait a minute. You got to put a bunch of zeros in front of that. Crap ton of zeros, 165 and 261. That's the range that I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and grab a bag, and then I'll look to sell out once we get to the tons of zeros, 5 to 6 range. I want to do a double to triple and flip this, and then come back by it and keep half of it, roll half of it into KDA and FLUX, and then see if I can ride this all the way to the end and maybe make some meme money, because this is just a gamble, nothing serious. It's just for fun. Let's look at the only other one that's pulling some decent volume, and then we're done. And that would be none other than, is it Cappy? Cappy's got 11,000 for the past 24 hours, which is not bad. JDE is not doing anything. That's your other meme. But Cappy here, it's meme too. It's in a definite downtrend, but has good volume. So we're coming on down, and it's already at a point where I could actually jump on this. I could buy some of this right now, you know, get 10, 20 bucks and just see if I can flip it. It's definitely in a downtrend. We've got lower highs all the way down, and we're sitting at an all-time low. So this could be a good chance to scoop up some. Let me know which one of these projects that you are interested in. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to one of my great supporters that I missed in the last Bitcoin video, and that is my neighbor, my homeboy, Jai Dillon, with the $10 super thanks. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I need to discuss and talk about the comment that he left on the last preview of my premium members only content. He had some good insight, and I want to get more into the economics, the fundamentals of what's going on in the US economy as it relates to Bitcoin. Look for that. Look for that. It's coming. Well, that's all I've got. And I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. Thank you for all your support. And tell a friend. Tell some people out in the KDA community. Somebody go and bug Ryan Matta and tell him that I'm talking KDA here, and come chop it up and share some of his wisdom, insight, and advice. And I would like to officially promote his channel because he's got some outstanding recent videos where you can learn everything you need to know about the Kadena Blockchain and everything else from the KISHK to FLUX. It's all there. Ryan's got some of the best due diligence and research that I have ever seen, and his videos are just, oh man, you talk about videography. This guy is an expert, so go check him out. And we'll talk soon. This is Carlton, and I am out.